Shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Yahweh be the true name for the Heavenly Father. Yahushai be the name for His only begotten Son, who the world really calls God, and Jesus Christ. Give double honor to the elders and the apostles, great millstone, and touch the truth and will well. And such is to hope for that person as truth and honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yawasap. Couldn't notice on Spirit Power Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Updates, end times, and events. This article from Independent came up and it says Ukraine concerns mount as black people report racism while fleeing war zone. So you got a lot of Israelites over there in that country that's trying to get out and, get to safety, get decent distance away from where all the bombs and shelling is going on, getting out the way, and yet they're still being oppressed. And why? Is because no matter where you go, you can't escape the curses. And there's always going to be a war between Jacob and Esau. Right now, it's a war brewing up between Esau and himself, Edomites against Edomites. But regardless, that doesn't mean you're going to escape any of the curses. They're going to follow you, man. So what they're doing is they're mistreating these so-called black people, these Israelites, and targeting them when they are trying to leave or get to safety. They're refusing to give it to them and calling them niggers and Africans and all types of shit, man. It's crazy. The scriptures come to mind about everything that's going on. I'll get those out. Let's see. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 33. It says, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall thy nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. So I'm assuming, the so-called black people had homes and businesses and things like that, and probably living decent lives the way they're supposed to be, working for what they deserve. But yet, ultimately, let something happen. Esau's real horn is going to come out, and he's going to treat you a lot different in the days to come. For those of you that want to accept so-called white man as being your friend and can be saved, hey, look, man, you got a rude awakening coming. Their natural spirit's going to be kicking in. A lot of these Edomites, these so-called white people, are going to be turning to cannibals on that day. They're going to be eating people. So you better get within these scriptures and know who to trust. Okay? This is the book of Genesis 27:41. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, a days of mourning for my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So it's never going to change, man. You need to identify who the Edomites are, who's in rulership of the world right now, and it's all pointing to it's Esau. Esau, Edom, so-called white people. They're still running the world right now. They're the ones that have the weapons of mass destruction. Okay? They basically think they can just do whatever they want. And for the most part, they can. It's their kingdom as of right now. It's the book of Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So they have a perfect hatred, a perpetual hatred. Let's see there what that looks, what word it means. It says, never ending or changing, occurring repeatedly. So the oppression that they're going to give so-called black people, no matter where you go in the world, you're going to be treated some type of way. Let's see here. Grab another one. Okay. Sorry, this is the book of Deuteronomy 28:55. It says, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left in him. He have nothing left him in siege and in straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. All right, so this goes, curse. What happened with the Israelites? You have some Israelites eating their own children, man, trying to feed themselves or feed others. says, the enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. No matter where you go, you're going to suffer. So, of course, they're being called nigger, denied to get on a train or a bus or whatever transportation to get away from the city. They're being targeted right now. And they can't even go nowhere. These Israelites, man. It says, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy, Deuteronomy 28:52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest, throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land which Yahweh thy God hath given thee. So since we didn't keep law, statutes, commandments, it's how some of us Jakes are caught up in that situations, these complexes and things like that, trying to free the safety, and they can't go nowhere. It's got to be stuck there till they die. It's crazy, man. Deuteronomy 28:37 says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee. So let me look in amazement and astonishing expression of who are these men that's out there teaching. You know, it's the reason why the Lord has us wear specific garments while we do that, in a certain order or fashion. But we will become a proverb and a byword, meaning they're going to call us different names. A bitch ass nigga or all types of stuff, man. A lot of insults. You know what happens to so-called black people, man. Being called a nigger or coon or a tomahawk or spick or wetback. All those are bywords. So this is a prophecy showing who the real Israelites are, man. Deuteronomy 28:33, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and shall be only oppressed and crushed always. That's exactly what's happening over there. Some of them people don't know the language that them so-called Russians be speaking, man. And they're going to continue to expand as well. So the U.S. going to have to get involved, man, to protect their own quote-unquote assets. So definitely be in prayer and fast, man, because we're going to need divine intervention to protect us in the times to come. This is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this is why these so-called white people be dogging you out no matter what part of the world you're going to. That deep hatred inside their spirit or Edomite is not going to go away. You know? So that's about it on that. I think we made the point. Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Barakadash. Double honor to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, taught us truth and will well. And so I teach the hope that puts us truth and honesty and sincerity. Shalom.